Right, ladies and gents, so it would appear Amber Heard has now filed an official appeal. I think she paid a bond of like $500 or something very, very small. And from what I can work out, there's conflicting, stories about this. Hearsay. But from what I can tell, she has to pay the major bond by Monday if she wants the appeal to go through. So she's paid like a tiny little bond just to get the appeal in there. And then she has to pay the millions, the sort of, I guess it's like a withholding bond to be like, look, if this fudges up, you're definitely paying it, love. That sort of thing. But that needs to be paid by Monday, from what I can see. Again, conflicting reports, even from different lawyers. So just as a heads up, because loads of people always go in the comment section, you must go look at this person. I'm like, yeah, I have. But then I've also looked at other lawyers, and there's conflicting stuff. So that's from what I can tell anyway. But let's take a look. It's not a stretch, I guess. You know what? I'm really happy that it's gone to appeal. And do you know why I'm happy it's gone to appeal? Because then it can become cited as case law if Johnny Depp wins. So it's a bit of a bittersweet situation. Johnny Depp has to win the appeal. But once he wins the appeal, then it literally becomes case law that can it can be cited in other cases. It can be the Depp versus Heard case. It sets a precedent, a legal precedent. At the moment, this does not set a legal precedent. So I'm quite happy that it's gone to appeal. I just hope, obviously, that Johnny Depp wins. So Amber Heard on Thursday appealed a Virginia court's ruling ordering her to pay ex-husband Johnny Depp over $10 million during a high-profile defamation trial that exposed the inner workings of their troubled marriage. And it's exactly this. It's the same team. Heard's lawyers filed documents in Fairfax County Circuit Court. It's the entire team. It's exactly the same. Where a 6-week trial featured riveting testimony from both Heard and Depp. And the document notifies the Virginia Court of Appeals that Heard intends to appeal the judgment, as well as rulings the judge made after the verdict, including rejecting Heard's request to set aside the verdict and dismiss the lawsuit or order a new trial. And that was her trying to get appeal by proxy because she didn't have the money. I don't know where she's getting the money from. Who knows? Literally, who knows? This is super strange. But this is a statement. We believe the court made errors that prevented a just and fair verdict, consistent with the First Amendment. We are therefore appealing the verdict, a spokesperson for Heard said in a statement. While we realise today's filing will ignite the Twitter bonfires, there are steps we need to take to ensure both fairness and justice. I like the fact that they're trying to get, guilt trip everyone by going, well, Twitter will be up in arms. Shut up. Alright? Shut up. It doesn't. Who cares about Twitter? Why are you citing Twitter? What are you doing? That's not going to make anyone care about you. So Depp's lawyers alleged he was defamed. We've heard all of this before. But much of the testimony during the 6-week trial focused on Heard's claims that she'd been physically and sexually abused by Depp, stuff which had never even been heard before, so completely brand new stuff. Depp insisted that he never hit Heard and she was the abuser. The jury listened to the extensive evidence presented during the 6-week trial and came to a clear and unanimous verdict, which is literally what the judge stated, that it had to be unanimous. So unanimous verdict that the defendant herself defamed Mr. Depp in multiple instances, a spokesperson for Depp said in a statement. We remain confident in our case and that this verdict will stand. So, look, there's literally nothing else to this article here. I think, because this is shitty Guardian, I think I can find the actual filing, because the actual filing itself was, again, it just lists everyone on there. But this is what it says. So please take notice that defendant and counterclaimant plaintiff Amber Laura Heard, pursuant to Rule 5.9 of the Rules of the Supreme Court of Virginia, hereby gives notice of her appeal to the Virginia Court of Appeals from this court's June 24th, 2022 final judgment order. The July 13th, 2022 order on defendant and counterclaim plaintiff Amber Laura Heard's, that's funny that they put beards, post-trial motions, and from all additional orders and rulings by the trial court prior to the entry of the final judgment order and post-trial motions order. They're basically just saying, it's all we don't want to do any of it, and this is what it is, you know. We don't want anything to do with it. Again, the whole team: Elaine Brederhaft, Adam Nedelhaft, David Murphy, Charleston Brederhaft Cohen, and you got, like, you know, Rottenborn as well. Everyone's there. But then we got this. So hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing was served to the other individuals. And who are they, ladies and gents? Well, Ben Chu, obviously everyone from, you know, everyone that was working at, you know, along with Ben Chu, Brown Rudnick and stuff like that. And then, of course, Camille Vasquez as well. So they're back on board for this. But I don't know how she's getting the money for this. This is the interesting thing. I don't understand where you're getting the money for it. And I don't think as well, like, you know, I understand the courts have to be pretty, you know, they have to be fair. Like, I understand that. But I can't see how the court is going to allow this appeal to go through in her favour. Because it was televised. And now this isn't me going, oh, they got to bow down to mob pressure. I'm just thinking, like, it's so blatantly obvious is my point. And everyone can see it, if that makes any sense. I just can't see that this would go through. So yeah, Elaine Brederhaft was placed in the court docket today. And then there was obviously the PR statement, you know, we believe that the court made errors. First Amendment. I mean, no. There wasn't. At all. At all. So, yeah, interesting stuff. She's had to pay some bit, and then she's going to have to pay more over on Monday, allegedly. So that's going to be quite interesting to see where that comes from, how that comes from anywhere. But officially, the appeal has begun. This won't be televised, but there'll still be information being leaked and given out to the press, I'm sure. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But let me know what you guys think down below. Again, I am quite, you know, it's bittersweet that it's gone to the Court of Appeals. But it's good, because if Johnny Depp wins, which he should win, then this becomes case law, something which can be cited. It sets a precedent, and then that is a win for just general justice in the future. So let me know your opinion on that. Cheers, guys. Take care. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way, but also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.